All right, guys, I just wanted to really quickly go through a video kind of walking you through how you can start working through your activities for today. So this is one of the activities you'll be working on. There'll be 4 problems. This is just the first one. And what it's doing is it just wants us to match each set of equations with the move that turned the first equation into the second one. Okay, so we have 2 equations, just like you did on Tuesday. And the top equation here, and then you have a second equation underneath it. And to get from the first equation to the second one, something happened. And what happened was one of these, well, it could be multiple of these choices, actually. We'll see in just a second, that you could choose from. But I kind of laid it out over here also. I just rewrote it a little bit bigger so we could kind of see what's going on, okay? So if I look at this, I have 6x plus 9 equals 4x minus 3. Okay, that's my first equation, same as up here. And then my second equation is 2x plus 9 equals negative 3, right? And I put a little space here, and you'll see why in just a second, okay? So if I'm looking at my first equation, what I want to do, the first thing you want to do is you want to look at one side. So I'm going to look at my left side here, and I'm going to compare it to the left side of my second equation. Remember here, and I'll draw a line so we can see actually, I'll leave it, that's fine. I'm going to draw a line straight through my equal signs. And the reason I did that is because I want you to understand there's a left side and a right side to every equation. And it goes straight down the middle of your equal signs. Left side over here, right side over here, okay? So on my left side here, I have 6x plus 9. On my left side of my second equation, I have 2x plus 9. So I need to compare them and see, well, what's the difference between these two things, okay? The plus 9, it stayed the same. Here's a plus 9, here's a plus 9. So nothing changed here, so don't need to worry about that. But then here I have 6x, and here I have 2x. Well, obviously what happened here, you can see what happened, hopefully, is that we subtracted 4x. We subtracted 4x here, right? So 6x minus 4x equals 2x. So that's what happened on the left side. Well, let's see if that works, if it makes sense over here on this side also. So on the right side of my first equation, I have 4x minus 3. And on the right side of my second equation, I just have minus 3. I just have this negative 3. Negative and minus, same thing. And so in my first equation, I have a negative 3 or minus 3 here. And I also have a minus 3 here. So those didn't change. Nothing changed there. But then my first equation, I had 4x. My second equation, I don't have anything. Okay? So let's see if it works. If I do the same thing on the right side as I did on the left side, which was subtract 4x, does that work? Absolutely. It's 0. Okay? It's nothing, right? So that made sense. So what it looks like happened was that we subtracted 4x from the left side and from the right side. So let's look at our choices. So it says we could have divided. We know that's wrong. We didn't divide anything. We didn't multiply. We didn't divide. Now, adding and subtracting. We did subtract, okay? We did subtract something, and we subtracted 4x from both sides. We can see it right here. We subtracted 4x from both sides. So that one works, okay? So that's a good one. I'll shade it in. So that one works. And then also, there's another answer here. Give you a second to look at it. So look at this one. It says added negative 4x, added negative 4x to both sides. This is also correct because when we add a negative, it is exactly the same as subtracting the positive. When we add a negative, it's the same as subtracting the positive. If you only choose one of these, that's totally fine. I know what you're talking about, and it just depends on kind of how you understand this. Am I adding negative 4x or am I subtracting 4x? Either one would work, okay? Thanks a lot, guys.